Step 3 of the 3 steps to reclaiming your innate healing. So my name is Dr. Beata Harasim, and I'm a holistic and integrative doctor of physical therapy. And if you don't have the cheat sheet with the free workshop included, go ahead and click the link below to get access to your copy. And let's go into step number 3, which is accessing our own intuition. So if you missed the first 2 videos, go ahead and get that cheat sheet so you can watch those and get the written cheat sheet version as well. So quickly, step 1 was regulating our nervous system. Step 2 was becoming aware and mindful. And now step 3, how do we access our intuition? Well, now that we have a strategy to regulate our nervous system and we know when to use it, now we can start accessing this instinct that we have, this intuition that we have. So what is intuition and how does it relate to innate healing? In my opinion, our intuition is our ability to tap into our higher self, our inner wisdom, the self that is already whole, that is already healed, and already knows all the answers. So there is a spiritual connection, there's an energetic connection to this higher self. And this can come through in different ways. It can come through as a gut feeling, an instinct, a vibe, or a higher knowing. Have you ever experienced that gut response to something or felt it in your heart when it really didn't make sense logically or there wasn't an explanation that your conscious mind could come up with? So personally, I experienced this with my daughter. She was born and experienced colic, eczema, reflux, and severe food allergies through my breast milk. And during this time, all of our providers in that moment were telling us just to switch to formula. And even though logically it may have been the easier solution, everything in my heart and body was screaming at me to continue breastfeeding. And I'm so happy I listened to that intuition because I didn't know it yet, but she was so sensitive at that time that she wouldn't have been able to tolerate formula. And so thankfully, she was able to thrive and we've been able to heal since then. And we're still on our healing journey. And I strongly believe it was because I listened to my intuition, because that was so strong and I knew in my heart that that was going to be the best for us. That was the journey that we needed to take. And I want you to reflect if you've ever experienced something like that. Now, when we access our intuition, the second part of it is trusting what comes through. Because just like that scenario with my daughter, I was so overwhelmed with our breastfeeding and health challenges in that moment. A part of me could have not trusted that and said, no, you're crazy for wanting to breastfeed, etc., etc. So that's why those first 2 steps are so crucial. We need to be able to have our nervous system regulated. We need to become mindful and aware of these instincts, these gut responses, this intuition that's coming up. And then we need to be in a place where we can trust it. Trust, flow, and with this comes more practice. And you may notice by working through these steps that you may start getting this instinct and intuition about little things. And so it may be something like you're at the store and picking between apples and you kind of are drawn to one versus the others. Or I personally use it in all aspects of my life now. So whether I want to meet someone this day or not, I use my intuition to either accept or decline a response. Which coach or mentor I work with, I use my intuition, whether we're vibing or whether I'm going to work with someone else. I use it with relationships. I use it in the moment with my daughter when she's having a tantrum. I use it specifically for healing because there are ways that we can know, essentially, what is best for our body in the moment. So again, many of you may have been taking all the supplements, may have been trying different diets, may have been doing talk therapy, may have been doing meditation or yoga classes. And maybe that's not what you needed in the moment. Because all those things, they're not bad, they're good. And it just depends if it's a match for you in that moment. Because maybe not right now, but maybe 6 months down the road, that's what your body needs. That's what you need for healing. And by being able to tap into this intuition, you'll be able to make those decisions for yourself. So yeah, practitioners are great. And I want you to know that your intuition is still powerful, is so powerful that it actually trumps what the practitioners are saying. So one of the things that I do as I work with clients is that I do an assessment and an evaluation, and I give options. And I guide the client to make the decision that feels best to them, that their intuition is saying is the right move for that time. Can you feel the power in that? Can you feel how empowering it is to have the options, but ultimately you are the one making that decision? And again, that's where the trust comes in. It's being able to access that intuition and trust it. Now, there is a limit to this because we don't want to make frivolous decisions on certain things. So I'm in no way saying don't go see your practitioners, don't go see your doctors. If you broke your ankle, you need to go to the ER. There is a place where conventional medicine is absolutely required, and that yes, the doctor is going to decide how they're going to piece your ankle together and what needs to happen there. And your intuition still matters even in that moment as well. So this is this next step. This is mastery. And once you unlock this, now you have access to all-knowing, innate healing. And again, this intuition affects all aspects of your life. I use this daily, dozens of times daily, with almost every decision that I'm making. Whether this is a day I need to rest, whether this is a day I need to do, whether I'm going to follow my inspiration and work on a project, whether I'm going to do a video. There are so many aspects of this. So I highly encourage you to go through the steps and see what comes up for you. See if you can recognize your intuition coming throughout the day, even little things. It doesn't have to be big things and events. Now, I specifically use this process along with many other strategies and little steps throughout the process to, again, get mastery and unlock this innate knowing, this innate healing that's already there within us. So for that, I am offering a free workshop. In this workshop, we're going to dive deep and you are going to experience this. You're going to experience this innate knowing. You're going to recognize the self, which again has that higher self, that innate knowing, and then be able to catch yourself. Which version of yourself are you functioning from? And again, that's another powerful piece. When we start recognizing which version of ourselves we're functioning from, we're making decisions from, that's going to fine-tune your intuition even more. And with that, you're going to feel empowered, and there will be options for working together in the future if you'd like to go even deeper with this. So I highly encourage you to go ahead. If you haven't yet, go ahead and click below for your free cheat sheet and the free workshop that comes with that. And as always, I wish you and your little ones all the best. Feel free to like and subscribe to this channel for more content on healing, on accessing your intuition, on empowering you, beautiful soul. So I will see you soon. I hope to see your comments and messages below, and I'll catch you on the next one.